Hi guys, I, if you subscribe to my channel or you've been watching my videos lately, I've been doing just mostly new pickups and I haven't really shown my collection. I've been collecting a lot of shoes over the last 2 years, and what kind of set me off in collecting shoes and Jordans and pretty much everything was pretty much this shoe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the top 10 shoes that are my favorite so far, and I'm going to show you what they look like on feet as well, but I'm going to show you each one individually first, and then I'll show you what they look like on feet. So the shoe that I got first, they got me started back on collecting because I didn't really start collecting until maybe about 2 years ago. So I pretty much got like every release that came out since then. But what got me started was this, of course. It's the Raptor Retro 7. This was a shoe I got as a kid. So this brings me back, a lot of memories. So that's why I picked it up. And after that, it was over. I had to start collecting pretty much like every shoe, every J that came out after that. So of course it's the Raptor 7. Here's the front of the shoe, side, the back, and the bottom. The bottom doesn't look too dirty because I don't wear these too often, because I really want to keep these in good condition, because this is my one of my favorite all-time shoes, because it brings back so much memories of me watching Jordan when I was a kid. So this is one of my top shoes. But these shoes aren't, I'm not going to show you like any in like particular order, what are my favorite to wear. But my next shoe is that I really like the most, not the most, but one of the favorites is the Infrared 23 Retro 6. I know in the lighting this looks kind of weird because it's like pinkish, but in person, on feet, this color really pops. It's a really dope shoe. There's the back, sides, there's the front. It's got the clear lace lock up here. Got clear soles on the bottom. You can see I've worn these, and I think this is a really good looking shoe. The next shoe I'm going to show you is the Retro 8. This is another shoe that brings me back to watching Jordan play. So it's a Retro 8 playoffs. I really love this shoe a lot. This brings back so many memories, of watching Jordan play. So this is one of my favorite shoes. I don't wear these too often, but I've worn these once already so far. And I just have too many shoes to wear, so it's kind of hard to wear all of them over and over again. So there's that shoe. The next shoe I'm going to show you that brings back memories, and everybody probably has to get in their collection, is the Retro 4, of course, the black and red breads. Here's the back, side, front of the shoe. Okay, and you see now I've worn these, and this is like I said, this shoe Jordan wore, so this brings back a lot of memories. This is one of my favorite shoes. Two shoes that I really do like to wear a lot, and that my favorite are, of course, the Bred 13s. You can't go wrong with the 13 Breds. So this is a really good shoe. It's comfortable to wear. At first, when it first came out, when it re-released this past year, I actually wasn't able to cop a pair, but they restocked them, so I was able to cop one. I was extremely sad when I first couldn't get them, but I was glad to finally get a pair. So this is my only pair of Retro 13 Breds. And then of course, you can't get that Bred without the the white he got game 13. So this It's a beautiful shoe. I haven't worn it too many times, but I actually got an extra pair of these, you know, because of my wife. She got me 2 pairs of these. She waited in line for me, so, you know, shout out to my wife for being able to get me this pair, because the lines were crazy for this shoe. So, you know, I've worn these once or twice. I really don't remember, but this is one of the top favorite shoes that I like to wear, and one of my favorite shoes. So that's one of the top favorite ones. And one of my other favorite shoes is, of course, the Retro 5 Fire Red. You can't go wrong with these. I don't wear my 5s too often, but you know, I have a ton of 5s. But you know, they're comfortable, and I really love this shoe a lot. If you can tell, the shoe is already starting to yellow. The bottom's starting to yellow. So kind of sucks, you know, but you can't really help that. I wish they would have remade it with like the icy sole, and maybe made this, you know, a better material so it didn't yellow. But this is a great shoe. This is one of my favorites. So, you know, Retro 5 Fire Red, can't go wrong with that. And another pickup I got lucky to pick up, excuse me, was the Cool Grey 9s. My wife actually helped me get this pair too. These were sold out everywhere. Couldn't find them, couldn't get them, but they restocked them. She called everywhere looking for it, and she found my size. We rushed over there immediately. If you can tell, I haven't even worn these yet because I really like this shoe so much that, you know, I just put it in there, like just sitting in my closet, because I don't even want to ruin them. But I love this shoe a lot. It's too bad I can't get the you know, not the Space Jam, the the 11 Cool Grey. But you know, I will one day. So this is one of my favorite shoes, and I will wear these one day. It's just you know, I just don't want to ruin them yet. So that's one of my favorite. And of course, one of my other favorites is this one, Taxi 12s. This is a beautiful shoe. Was able to pick this up. I think I was just able to order this online. It was like real easy to get, but I know everybody camped out for them. I know a guy that camped out like 2-3 hours waiting for these shoes, and you know, I just wasn't gonna do that, so I jumped on, I think, Finish Line, and I got myself a pair, my wife a pair. But you know, I've worn these before, and these are comfortable shoes. I just love this shoe a lot. And of course, the last but not least is, you know, who's one of everybody's favorites is, you know, the Bred 11. I got the Gamma 12, I mean Gamma 11 also, but you know, I got the Bred 11. You know, who can't have a Jordan collection without one of these, right? So I was able to pick up 2 pairs of these. You know, this is my favorite shoe. I wear this a lot because I actually wear these a lot, like all the time, because I have 2 pairs of these. I was able to cop 2 pairs when they restocked. So you know, I missed out the first time when they released. Everybody went nuts on these, so you know, it was really hard to get. But of course, this is one of the best shoes you know, to wear, because you know, whenever you see somebody wearing these, you automatically look down and it's like, oh shit, they got, you know, the Breds on, and you're like, damn it. And if you don't have one, you're like, man, I wish I had one pair. And if you do, and you see somebody else wearing them, you're like, damn, you know. But you know, everybody's wearing them anyway, though. But this is one of the shoes you have to have in your collection. So those were the shoes, my top 10 that I wanted to show you guys that I really liked the most. And I'll show you a real quick video of them on feet. So here we go. Alright, so first shoe I'm going to show you on feet is the Raptor 7s. Like I said, this was the first pair of shoes I got in my collection that made me pretty much start collecting shoes again. So as a kid, this was the only pair I ever got that were Jordans, because we really couldn't afford shoes. So this was the first pair of shoes I got, so this is what reminded me most of it, and this is the reason why I got back into collecting J's. So this is of course a detailed look of the Raptor 7. Here's the bottom, and the bottom, and the sides, and here's the front. Alright, so here I'm about to show you the next shoe. Alright, so next shoe of course is the Playoff 8. Like I said, these bring back a lot of memories. Jordan. These are actually really comfortable shoes. I'd wear these more often, but like I said, I just have too many shoes to wear, so these are one of my favorite pairs of shoes. This just reminds me so much of him. So this is what they look like up close. Okay, and then there's the back, and here's the bottom. Bottom. And then one last look at the front. Okay, alright, and then let's go on to the next shoe. Alright, so here's on feet of the Infrared 23 Retro 6. I know the lighting on the camera probably makes it look like it's kind of pinkish, but it's not pink looking. If you see them in person, these are really dope. They really stand out a lot. These are a really cool looking shoe. The Infrared and then the Infrared 23 are the actual first Retro 6s that I got. So here's a detailed look at them. Okay, and I'll show you the back and the bottom. So here's what the bottom looks like. The bottom. And I'll show you one last look at the front. Okay, and on to the next shoe. Okay, and here's a look at the Retro 5 Fire Red. These are extremely comfortable. I haven't worn these too much, just because I don't wear the 5s too much. But you see it's starting to yellow. Here's the back, the sides. Here's a closer view of the front. Of course, it has the 3M on there. And I'll show you the bottom on these, so you'll see that they're starting to yellow pretty bad. I really love these shoes a lot. These are classic shoes. I got the grapes and the grapes and the Laney, and I got the Oreos, but these are my favorite out of them. So just showing what they look like on feet. So I'm gonna go on to the next shoe, so that way this video doesn't get to be too long. So here we go. Alright, and so here's a look at the Bred 4s. These are extremely comfortable. You can wear these all day long. I didn't cop them the first time they came out. I passed on it actually, but then they restocked them, so I got a pair. And this is a must-have in your collection because these are classic. I got the Thunder and the Toro Bravo and the Fear 4s, but this is my favorite one out of all of them. So here's a close look at these. I'll show you the bottom. Okay, and there's a close look at the 4s. So here's the next shoe. Okay, So right now I got on the Bread 13. The lighting, like I said on here, maybe makes it look kind of weird. It doesn't really look probably reddish red, but you know, you can't have a collection without the Bread 13. So I'm really excited that, you know, I'm really happy that I got a pair of these. These are actually really comfortable too. I forgot how comfortable they were because I haven't worn these in a while. But, you know, you can see it's kind of creased a little bit. So, nothing I can do about that. But, these are one of my favorite pairs of shoes. So, and then, you know, of course, right here's, got the 3M. And, this is real soft, plushy tongue. So, these are really comfortable. And I'll show you what the bottom looks like real fast. Okay, and one last look at the front. And then I'll show you the next shoe. Alright, so of course after the breads, you guys show the He Got Game. So this is a really dope pair of shoes. I was actually able to get 2 pairs, like I said, because of my wife. She waited in line for me to get them. And I'm really glad I got 2 of these, so you know, this is a really good looking shoe. I'll show you what the bottom looks like. And one last look at the front. And I'll show you the next shoe now. Alright, and so here's another pair of shoes. It's the Cool Gray Retro 9. As you can see, it's still factory laced. Like I said, I haven't even worn these yet. They've just been sitting in my closet just because I just didn't want to wear them to mess them up yet. So, I got these a while back when they kind of restocked them. So I got lucky to actually even get a pair because I didn't think I was going to be able to get one. But here's a look at the front of the shoe for the last time. And then I'll go on to the next shoe so that way that you're not watching a 50-minute video. So here's the next shoe. Alright, and of course these are the Taxi 12s. Like I said, I got these really easy online. Here's some side views of it. And the back. I'll show you the bottom. And here's side. And I kind of regret missing out on the Gamma Blue 12s. But it's okay. I'm glad I got these. So here's the last look at the Taxi 12s. Alright, and on to the next and very last shoe. Alright guys, so last but not least, of course, the Bread 11s. Like I said, I got really lucky with these. I won several pairs in a raffle. And I had to buy all of them, of course, so I got 2 pairs of these. And I sold off a couple pairs, so this is what it looks like, of course. Everybody should know what, you know, the Bread 11 looks like because, you know, it's one of the most iconic shoes out there. And here's our close look at it. Of course, inside. And I'll show you the bottom. You'll see that they've been worn a lot of times. And this is the very last look. So here's the Bread 11, of course. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Thanks for all the people who subscribe to the videos. I'll continue to keep making new videos as I get more shoes. I just wanted to do a top 10 favorites of Jordans that I have. Of course, you guys have seen all my LeBron videos and, you know, Kobe and KD. But I just wanted to show you guys a quick video. Well, not quick because this video is probably gonna be like 15 minutes to 20 minutes long. But you know, I just wanted to show you guys what my favorite shoes were, and share with you guys which ones I like the most. So I hope you guys like the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and thanks for watching. Peace.